Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Easter. Happy Sunday fun day. Happy regular Sunday, any kind of Sunday you want to call it. If it's a lazy Sunday, a fun Sunday, an Easter Sunday, I personally am all for it as long as you're in a good mood. Now, with that, guys, we're back to talk about Ariana and Tom because she's sharing the real reason that she didn't respond to Tom Sandoval's offer on the house. Plus, she's also slamming him for lacking respect. But there's more. He's talking about the lawsuit and I believe he also added to this why he does not want to move out. So we have a lot to sort of dissect here. Now, before we jump in, you guys know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's jump right in. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Okay, guys, so we're back to talk about the Tom and Ariana of it all. Now, thank you to Reality Blurb. Apparently, Ariana Maddox was not happy about the email Tom Sandoval sent her in regards to his offer to buy her out of their $2 million shared home. So it was following the latest episode of Vanderpump Rules, which we saw Tom approaching Ariana about the email. Katie slammed him as delusional, and James revealed Sandoval's desire to raise children in the home, as Ariana commented on the lack of boundaries and respect Sandoval has for her following this messy split. On the Vanderpump Rules after show, she said, "I don't communicate with Tom Sandoval. Him emailing me personally is not an appropriate means of settling the house dispute. My lawyer, who is, will be communicating from Tom Sandoval. So regardless of how a response happens, it will never be coming from my personal email." According to Ariana, Sandoval's offer was bullshit, and she had no intention of responding to it until it became legitimate. He sent a letter of intent. It was not a formal offer letter. There was nothing on there about who am I responding to. It was very oddly written, and it came not attached, but supposed to be attached to an email that was saying things like, "Hi, hope you're well." The whole thing was like very informal, and I'm not sure who he paid unless he went on like LegalZoom to draw this up, because the amount of money was, there's no appraisal done. He's making up dollar amounts. That's actually a good point. There should be an appraisal done before. That makes sense because you want to know the value of the home. And a letter of intent is not a formal offer. That's saying I intend on coming up with the money to do this, to buy this house, and I will come up with the plan. That's my intent. It's not saying, "Hey, here's the money, let's do this." So he's saying he offered her the money, and I thought that that was odd to begin with, because when he said he offered her the money, it was either the same episode or the episode after. He was literally saying, "I had no money. I was moving around, $500 here, $1,000 there, $50 here." Like, so which one's true? Those both can't be true at the same time. You can't buy somebody out of a $3 million home for their half of it and also be moving around $500 because you're so broke and you don't know what you're going to do. So broke is not buying somebody out of a $3 million home. I mean, just saying. Back to it. So, in Sandoval's email, Ariana explained that he mentioned that he would generously and graciously allow her to stay in the home until she found a new place to live, but failed to acknowledge what they do with their furniture and other belongings in the home. A really important part of the home is the nearly $100,000 in furniture that was purchased. And if that's not mentioned in there, it's like, what exactly am I agreeing to here if I accept this offer? It's so fucking weird. Katie also agreed, saying that level of delusion is really something. But then he insisted that there was a reason behind his refusal to move out. "I've gone back and forth for sure, but I don't want to deal with getting on the market and moving and taking all that time. I've been making all the payments for 9, 10 months now, and she's currently suing me. We're working on it. We're trying to come to a solution. I'm hoping to keep this house. I think somebody should. I use it. I will use it. I shoot podcasts here." And, well, he's pretty much saying that. Oh, he also said his band sets up in the living room and plays. Also, that middle room that he wanted to turn into a bar. I mean, this is just wild. I don't even know what to say here. Okay. And that's not his only plan for the house. As James explained, Sandoval wants to start a family there. He's been bitching about how he wants to bring his kids up in that backyard. He told me that. I can see my kids running around and up and down the stairs. I was like, what? Ariana went on to say that Tom Sandoval didn't have a good sense of what boundaries mean after she cut ties with him following the reveal of his affair with Rachel. When I stated that we had a no contact policy and he kind of like repeatedly decided, which, I mean, he repeatedly decided to just honor that whenever he pleased. I think it just goes to show that that's the lack of respect, and it's still alive and well. I'm just sitting here processing her words like shit. You don't just get to change your mind and then make demands of other people who are trying to play catch up to your whims. I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say she doesn't like you. I think that that's pretty fair. But also, speaking of those sorts of things, I wanted to bring up another thing. Kristen Dodie is clearing up how Anne became the middle lady between Tom and Ariana, and I wanted to let you listen to that. Here we go.
To like handle all of your like eccentricities of like, oh, we can't be in the same room together. Like, you guys are both insisting on living in the same space. I know there's a lot of drama with that, but like, don't put Anne in the middle of that. Just be adults. Like, you can. So I like, oh, is she downstairs? Who cares? Like, go downstairs if you need to go downstairs.
When Sandoval started, like the day Ariana found out, and I was at Ariana's house that weekend, she had one of her best friends, Meredith, kind of be the middle person, like the mediator. Like, Meredith will just do the texting and start figuring some things out. This was like right off the cuff. And from what I recall, Sandoval did not want to talk to Meredith. So I feel like, my assumption here is my educated guess, my hypothesis, if you will, would be that Tom decided that Anne had to be that person, because God forbid it's someone in Ariana's camp. But either way, poor Anne.
Like, an assistant's job shouldn't be to like handle all of your like eccentricities of like, oh, we can't be in the same room together. Like, you guys are both insisting on living in the same space. I know there's a lot of drama with that, but like, don't put Anne in the middle of that. Just be adults. Like, you can.
So I like.
Okay. So then there was one more. And I'm going to bring this up. Thank you to the Bravo instigator. This one kind of threw me for a loop. But okay. Here we go.
Max gets around.
But he does.
Because he and Kristen have hooked up too, right?
Yeah.
That's
I was
public,
first. I was
right?
going to put that out there.
And I have never hooked up with Max. I see people saying like, oh, Janet had a threesome with Max and Dana. Never.
Did you
Never
want
happened.
to?
I wanted to hook up with Dana. I've never been attracted to Max.
It's the truth.
As you should.
Okay.
Max gets around.
But he does.
As you should. Okay. Well, back to it. One, I am curious when Tom Sandoval said that about James about like the kids running in the yard. Like, when the hell did that conversation happen? Was that after Ariana? Because if that was after Ariana, then that's really fucking creepy. But also, I mean, I agree with Ariana on this. Sorry, a letter of intent. There are a few things that cannot be true at the same time. A letter of intent is not the same as a formal offer. Boom. Okay. Then also, you didn't, $100,000 of furniture is $100,000 of furniture. Also, you failed to attach the attachment to an email. These are rookie mistakes. I wouldn't take the offer seriously either. And if I were her, I would not be waiting around for Tom Sandoval to be able to get his funds together in order to buy the house. I'd be like, that. This is not up to you, this process. If you don't have the money now, you don't have the money now. I'm selling the house. We're selling the house. I'm taking my half. You take your half. Go do whatever you want with it. And that's how I feel. But I want to hear what you guys think. So pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Go ahead and smash that like button and show some love. Yeah. And happy Sunday. Happy Easter. Love you guys.